Christy, thank you. More than 162,000 Americans have died from the coronavirus, and over the weekend, the U.S. recorded its 5 millionth case. Laura Podesta reports for WJZ with the latest on the pandemic and Washington's effort to give a new round of economic relief.
Just days after these images of packed hallways in this Georgia high school went viral, 9 students and staff members have tested positive for COVID-19. Now North Paulding High School is switching to digital learning for today and tomorrow while the building is thoroughly cleaned.
You have to change classroom, and it's going to be very difficult to physically distance when that occurs.
In Sturgis, South Dakota, about 250,000 bikers flocked to the small town for an annual rally, stoking fears of an outbreak.
We need to see in America that, that we're not to be fearful. I mean, cautious but not fearful.
Half of all states are seeing a rise in the number of coronavirus deaths. President Trump is back at the White House after a weekend at his New Jersey golf club, where he signed 4 executive actions aimed at economic relief.
And this gives them a great incentive to go back to work.
The actions defer the payroll tax and student loans until next year. Asks the government to look for ways to address evictions and cuts enhanced unemployment benefits from $600 a week to $300, while asking states to add in another $100.
I mean, the Lord and the founding fathers created executive orders because of partisan bickering and divided government.
Democrats called the actions paltry.
The event at the country club is just what Trump does, a big show, but it doesn't do anything.
President Trump says he wants to make the payroll tax cut permanent if reelected. Laura Podesta, CBS News.
Governor Larry Hogan says the positivity rate in Maryland has dropped to 3.75%. Now, this weekend, Baltimore Mayor Jack Young allowed some restrictions to be lifted, but not everyone is ready to relax the rules.
Yeah, good morning, Max. The state is seeing a record low in terms of positivity. Weekend here in the city, restaurants were able to reopen for indoor dining again, but many decided not to, saying it's just not safe. 922 new confirmed cases Sunday, bringing the total to 95,503 in Maryland.
Wearing masks is the single best mitigation strategy we have to fight this virus.
Governor Hogan says mitigation strategies are working, but it's no time to turn complacent. On Thursday, explaining why he wears a mask.
It's the best way to keep ourselves and our families safe, to keep people out of the hospital, and to keep Maryland open for business.
Sunday's positivity results were so low, the 7-day rate is now down to 3.72%, a new record low. On Friday, the Surgeon General visited the city, urging citizens to take COVID-19 seriously.
The metrics are starting to trend in a bad direction, but we still have time to turn it around.
Echoing a concern some feel about the city reopening indoor dining.
We're seeing a decent amount of spread in Baltimore City.
We are getting absolutely crushed by COVID-19.
The mayor capping indoor dining at 25% capacity to help businesses stay alive.
It hasn't been easy from a financial standpoint.
But multiple restaurants in Fells Point and Little Italy say they're keeping their inside closed.
Right now, it's safest for the staff, the community, guests to not do it.
It is not in the interest of our city and of the people that live here to have us open indoors.
And the state health department reported over 40,000 tests were done just on Saturday. That's the most recorded in a single day to date. And so far here in Maryland, more than 1 million tests have been administered. Live this morning, I'm Amy Kawada for WJZ.